Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary samurai whose name echoes through time as a master swordsman and undefeated warrior. A tale so profound that even death itself seemed reluctant to claim him. Born in 1584, Musashi's story is a tapestry woven with threads of valor, resilience, and an unwavering pursuit of perfection. His feats are nothing short of mesmerizing, from his alleged duels against ferocious bears to his victories over multiple opponents armed with swords and spears. As he journeyed across Japan, honing his skills, he absorbed the essence of various sword styles, ultimately forging his own path with the development of Niten Ichi, a dual sword fighting technique that became the cornerstone of his legacy. But what truly set Musashi apart was his indomitable spirit. During the Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, he survived a near-fatal injury, taking a spear thrust that transfixed him to a tree like a piece of driftwood on the banks of a river. Despite this, his thirst for challenges remained undimmed. He continued to spar, refine his strategies, and push the boundaries of his physical and mental endurance. Even when he found himself facing seemingly insurmountable odds, such as when he squared off against Sasaki Kojiro, a formidable opponent armed with a massive nodachi, Musashi's determination never wavered. Now, while the tale of their duel is steeped in legend, there's a twist. Some historians suggest that Sasaki Kojiro may not have wielded a nodachi at all, but instead a katana similar to If this were true, it raises an intriguing question. Could Musashi have triumphed without his signature trickery now? Despite the uncertainty surrounding the specifics of their encounter, the outcome remains clear. It was Musashi who emerged victorious, his dual sword style proving too much for his opponent. And this victory wasn't just about brute strength or technical skill. It was a testament to Musashi's unyielding spirit, his ability to adapt and overcome any challenge. But the story doesn't end there. In fact, it only deepens the intrigue surrounding Musashi's prowess. For those wondering if a spear thrust through the heart could truly be survived, the answer lies in the remarkable tale of Hattori Hanzo. Hattori Hanzo, a name whispered with reverence and fear in the annals of feudal Japan. Born around 1574 in the war-torn Sengoku period, Hanzo's life was a crucible of hardship forged in the fires of adversity. Orphaned at a tender age, he found solace and honed his survival instincts under the tutelage of the Hattori clan. These early years instilled in him the values of loyalty, discipline, and an unparalleled work ethic. And these traits would later become the cornerstones of his legendary status. By the age of 21, Hanzo's abilities had caught the eye of the formidable warlord, Date Masuman. Recognizing the young man's potential, Date Masuman bestowed upon him a moniker that would echo through history, the Black Dragon of the Date clan. Under Masuman's guidance, Hanzo's role was pivotal. He served as the Overlord's spy master, strategist, and enforcer, a testament to his versatility and the depth of his talents. One of his most celebrated missions involved infiltrating the Aizu domain, where he used his unmatched skills of disguise and subterfuge to gather crucial intelligence. However, Hanzo's skills weren't confined to the shadows. He was a warrior of exceptional prowess, equally adept with the katana as he was with more unconventional weapons like the naginata and kusa. What truly set him apart was his mastery of ninjutsu, the art of espionage and stealth. Hanzo was the epitome of a ninja, disappearing into the night like smoke, leaving behind only whispers of his exploits. He vanished and reappeared at will, a phantom that struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. In an era where strategy and deception were as vital as brute force, Hanzo's contributions were invaluable. His tactics ranged from the subtle to the audacious, from planting spies within enemy ranks to launching surprise attacks that turned the tide of battles. One of his most audacious feats involved using a hot air balloon, a technology he learned from Western traders, to infiltrate enemy territory undetected. The enigmatic nature of Hanzo's life is further highlighted by the mysteries surrounding his death. Some accounts suggest he passed away during the siege of Osaka Castle in 1614, a pivotal moment in Japanese history when the forces of the Tokugawa shogunate clashed with the remnants of the Toyotomi clan. If this is true, then his passing would have occurred during one of the most significant events of his era. However, other accounts cast doubt on this narrative, suggesting that Hanzo's death may have been a ruse to protect his identity and ensure his continued legacy as a master of disguise. In the grand tapestry of feudal Japan, Miyamoto Musashi and Hattori Hanzo stand out as figures whose skills and accomplishments continue to captivate our imagination. Musashi, the samurai whose name resonates with the clash of steel and the spirit of unwavering determination, and Hanzo, the ninja whose very existence seemed entwined with the mysteries of the night. They lived in different times, yet their legacies echo in the same tales of bravery, skill, and strategic brilliance. Now, imagine for a moment a world where their paths had crossed, where the open battlefield gave way to a silent game of cat and mouse. It might sound like a fictional duel, but it's a scenario grounded in reality. Both men are historical figures and their skills are well documented. So what would have happened if they'd met in the prime of their abilities? In the heart of Edo, Japan, where ancient traditions held sway, Miyamoto Musashi, the legendary samurai, finds himself locked in an intense training session. As the sun climbs higher, casting long shadows around him, Musashi hones his sword skills with an intensity that borders on obsession. His dual sword style, Niten Ichi, flows seamlessly, each movement a study in precision and power. Suddenly, a raven lands on a nearby branch, its call echoing through the stillness. It's a signal, an interruption to his training. A shrouded figure emerges from the trees, moving with a grace that speaks of both elegance and lethality. It's Hattori Hanzo, the elusive ninja, his presence a whisper in the wind. Their eyes meet, and an instant recognition passes between them. Two warriors at the peak of their abilities, each representing the pinnacle of their respective disciplines, stand poised for a confrontation that will push the boundaries of strategy and skill to the breaking point. As they circle each other, sizing up their opponent, a palpable tension fills the air. Musashi, the samurai, a master of the open field, his strength and swordsmanship renowned. Hanzo, the ninja, a phantom of the night, his skills rooted in stealth and deception. The rules of their engagement are unwritten, the outcome uncertain. This isn't a battle sanctioned by the codes of Bushido. It's a clash born of respect and the desire to test the limits of human ability. The first move comes from Musashi, a swift strike that belies the power contained within. His swords flash in the sunlight, a blur of controlled aggression. Hanzo, ever elusive, sidesteps the attack with a grace that seems almost supernatural. This is no ordinary duel. It's a strategic ballet, a dance of attack and evasion, offense and defense. Musashi presses his advantage, forcing Hanzo back. Each move a calculated risk, each parry a testament to his mastery of the blade. But Hanzo is a shadow, always a step ahead, anticipating his opponent's every move. The ninja's strength shouldn't be underestimated. He's not just a master of evasion when he strikes, it's with the precision of a viper, targeting weak points, exploiting the smallest opening. Musashi, wounded but not broken, adapts his strategy. He pushes forward, forcing Hanzo into a corner. Swords clash, steel sings, and the ground beneath their feet becomes a battleground of honor and skill. But the fight takes a dramatic turn when Hanzo disappears into the shadows. He's gone, vanished without a trace. Musashi, momentarily disoriented, finds himself in a labyrinth of trees and foliage, the forest itself seeming to conspire against him. The duel has entered a new phase, one dictated by the rules of the ninja, a world of smoke and mirrors, of hidden traps and false identities. Musashi, the samurai, is out of his element, but his training has equipped him with the mental fortitude to adapt. He moves with caution, his senses on high alert, aware that his opponent can be anywhere, unseen, unheard. The duel becomes a test of endurance, a battle of attrition. Musashi, refusing to yield, continues his relentless pursuit of the elusive ninja. He cuts down branches, not knowing whether they conceal Hanzo or merely part of a cunning ruse. Then, just when the samurai's resolve begins to fray, he sees it, a flicker of movement, the glint of moonlight off a blade. Hanzo reveals himself, perched on a tree branch, his form a silhouette against the moonlit sky. The final confrontation is inevitable, a clash of ideologies as much as a battle of swordplay. Musashi, his movements fluid despite his fatigue, scales the tree. He knows that he can't allow Hanzo the advantage of height any longer. And as they grapple amidst the branches, the forest itself seems to hold its breath. Swords flash, steel sings, and the outcome remains tantalizingly in the balance. As dawn breaks, casting the forest in hues of gold and crimson, the duel reaches its climax. Musashi, battered but unbroken, stands face to face with Hattori Hanzo. Each warrior is a study in contrasts. Musashi, the stoic samurai, his armor dented but his spirit unbowed, and Hanzo, the enigmatic ninja, his dark attire a stark silhouette against the rising sun. In the end, it's not brute force or adherence to tradition that decides the victor, but adaptability, respect, and an understanding of one's opponent. Both men give their all, pushing their skills and strategies to the breaking point. The duel ends not with a flourish but a sigh of mutual respect. They stand, panting, amidst the debris of their battle, each acknowledging in the other a worthy adversary. And as the sun climbs higher, casting long shadows through the trees, they part ways, each disappearing into the mists of legend, leaving behind nothing but the echo of their clashing blades and the memory of a battle that transcended mere combat, becoming a testament to the boundless potential of human skill and strategy. Who do you think would win in a fight between Musashi and Hanzo? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.